Hey, Bill. Hey, Retta. How are you guys and ladies? How's everyone doing? Oh, nice. Oh, I'm doing great, Retta. Living the dream, you know? Woo! How's everyone doing? Happy Monday night. I don't know about you all, but I feel that it hasn't even been a month since Christmas has passed, and it feels like it's been an entire decade in the past. It's so crazy how it just completely has switched. And we are in 2021 now. Things are going great for the most part. Oh, cool. Okay, Bill, I got you. Cool. Thank you. So I'm assuming, yeah, I mean, you guys, I hope that everyone's grounding their energy right now. That's why I put the red light on in the background, because I wanted to focus in on the root chakra tonight. There's a lot of craziness going on, and we just really need to ground and really be in that moment, you know? And yeah, it's I don't know about you guys, but I mean, the energy today has been super intense for me. Just it's a lot, but it's good. It's because it takes that inner core, that inner strength, and that power to come up and ground yourself from the root chakra and just like pull up the strength and everything you have to keep moving forward, because we are challenged all the time. And the thing is when you have lessons in life, you don't just learn them and then go about your merry way. No, they keep representing themselves in different forms and shapes just to make sure that you've learned the lesson. And you can see it when it's starting to happen again. I had the same thing happen today, and I literally had to talk with myself and say, hey, listen, I recognize this. I recognize this fear inside of me. And so I did an exercise that I've been working on. And as I mentioned this last week, when you start getting into this frame of mind of being detached from the outcome, that when you recognize it, sometimes it takes a week for you to get through the processes and the emotions, and then you become detached. But it starts to speed up. The better you get at it, the quicker you get at catching it. And so I literally I just did some journaling, and I just sat down and said, I'm completely detached to the whole outcome, where I'm living, where I'm working, where everything is. I don't even know. And I feel a lot better. And so I feel like that's part of the energy that's going on yesterday into today with the moon in Pisces and then moving into Aries. And so, yeah, it's just really important. And as everyone was coming into the room, I know a lot of people are in groups with their friends right now, which is super awesome. And so I was pulling some cards, and it's funny because I pulled the King of Cups, and I also pulled the Queen of Wands, the King and the Queen. And it's all about the balance of the yin and the yang and the fire and the water. See, like I have the root chakra, which is like creativity and fire. And then I have my blue light right here for communication, which could represent, fire, water, that balance. So interesting how now I have these two colors surrounding me, right? And it's balancing, and I'm sitting in the middle of it, owning it, right? So literally the King of Cups right here, the Queen of Wands right here. And the cool thing is I pulled an angel card, and it said comfort. So it's all about finding comfortable, being comfortable, and finding things that make you feel comfortable while you're uncomfortable. I'm sure we all know this week is super crazy in the US, and it's all about literally doing the things that make you feel comfortable Give yourself comfort, treat yourself nice. Don't pay attention to a lot of stuff that's going on around you. Pay attention to more of your inner world and what you can control, because otherwise, if you start looking at the things that you can't control, you might freak out this week. And if you do, that's okay. You just catch yourself and say, okay, I'm detached from the outcome. What makes me happy is getting a massage, going on a salt bath, or going for a run, or a really long bike ride or a hike in the snow, or crunching snow. I was walking around on Saturday. Probably I was on a 4-mile walk and I was crunching snow on the beach for hours. It was so fun. Just the footsteps and that. It was cool. I actually was trying to record the sound on my phone, but it wasn't working. And I actually stuck my phone up my pant leg to see if I could walk and still get the sound. But something was just a little distorted, but it was kind of fun just doing fun little creative things like that. So if you can get into that space this week and really stand in that power, that's really going to benefit you as we move through this week into the next week. So let's see. Yes, it does feel strange, and it doesn't feel like January, which actually, you know what, I'm kind of cool with, because I'm an Aries and we don't like routines and we don't like things to always be the same. We like things to be exciting. So I'm actually embracing that energy more than feeling like, oh, it's non-traditional. And that's also just based on my natal chart and where my planets are. So I know this about myself. So I recognize that and I embrace it. So it's always good. I keep saying this, look at your natal charts and know where the transits are happening, so you know how it's affecting your personal life, you know? So I'm just going to do, pull some cards for the zodiac signs this week. And I think I'm only going to do one card for each sign, because I feel like the message is going to come through so strong that we don't need to do multiple cards for each sign this week. So I'm going to start with Aries first. So Aries, I pulled out the Ace of Cups. It's all about a new positive emotion, new experiences, things coming in that are going to bring that emotion back where you're feeling something. A lot of people right now are feeling like they can't feel something, and this is going to provide that avenue for you. So Aries, I would recommend being on the lookout of things that excite you, whether it's, baking a cake, putting together a gingerbread house, which I still need to do from Christmas, and just really stepping into that energy and owning it. And when you're in that creative space and you're focusing on your inner world, this new emotion presents itself of being excited again, whether it's a job opportunity or a new love interest or taking things to the next level in your love life. And but the cups are traditionally all about water and emotion. So here we have the water on this side and we have the fire on the other side. So a lot of yin and yang energy tonight, right? So that's what I have for my Aries. I really think it's a good week to really, again, going back to the collective reading, is doing things that make you feel comfortable and stepping into your king and queen power. Don't expect someone to hand you a crown. Make sure you're doing it for yourself and you crown yourself, okay? All right, so now I will move on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on. The Queen of Wands, I literally just put it back in the deck. So the Queen of Wands is stepping in, embracing that energy this week, Taurus, really getting to that, the fiery, the passion, you know what you want. You're sitting on your throne. You're like, this is what I want. This is what I'm getting. And you go after it because you know what stirs the passion inside of you. And again, passion is the root chakra, which is red, So stepping into that fiery passion, which is really great for Taurus this week. Depending on where it is in your chart, it's going to light up that in your house this week, as far as my intuitive messages from my guides for you guys. Okay. So yeah, I'm just writing down the timestamps. So we will move on with Cancer. What's going on, my little crabbies? I don't see my regular crab in the house yet. She's probably with a client. Okay, so for Cancers, I pulled the Two of Wands. So this is great. This is all about making a decision, seeing a path where you have an option to move forward into the world that you really want, that you've been looking at and gazing and wanting to manifest, and leaving the old things behind that that just really aren't stimulating you anymore, that keeping you in that energy of that you're on a hamster wheel. You need to step out of that paradigm into a new paradigm and step into this energy of just living the life. Fake it till you make it. What you've been trying to manifest, what you've been writing in your journal this week, Cancer, it's all about acting as is. It's already here, you know? And I think that, Retta, remember when we did the live on TikTok a couple weeks ago? Were you in the room when someone suggested the 3-6-9 method? And I was like, what is that? And I started doing it. And what it is you write your manifestations down in the morning at what you want. Say like, I'm living in a beautiful house and I have this amazing job at XYZ company and I'm paid in handsome wages and I am with the love of my life. And you write it 3 times in the morning, and then you write it 6 times again in the afternoon, and then 9 times again before you go to bed. And you do that for 30 days. And it's actually kind of hard to keep up with because I keep changing and morphing my mantras as I write them from the morning, afternoon, and night. So I need to make sure I'm not confusing the universe by putting too much detail in there. But yeah, you'll start to see a transformation. And it's a really good time right now, mid-month, to do any kind of detoxing for anybody who's in the room, and detoxing, a lot of sugar, and focus in on doing some meditation, especially since we don't really know where everything is going right now. We're just kind of having to go on the ride and be in the flow of the universe. So yeah, the 3-6-9 method is really good. So check it out. You can Google it, look it up. That's right, Bill. It is the Tesla method. That's right. Yeah, there was when I was on that TikTok live, like I was online for 2.5 hours, and it was a total freestyle, everything. It was super cool. Met some great people. Obviously, Retta's here now on the live, and she came over from TikTok, so super excited that she's here. Yeah, I don't remember who was talking about it either. Oh, yes, meditation with Indian music, right? So I love hang drum. I actually want to learn how to play the hang drum. I think it'd be so cool. I don't know about that. Let me get through the zodiac signs. Okay, so we will move on to Leo. And you guys, the reason why I decided to do one card for for each sign tonight is I really just wanted to focus in on one clear message. I don't think that we need to focus in on what the challenge is this week and all that. I think we already kind of know what that is. So we're just kind of going to the end goal, Aries style. Okay, so Leo. Oh, we have divine guidance. I love this. This is literally the High Priestess card in the tarot. And this is all about divine order, about spirit stepping in and guiding you. It's all about embracing what we need to. We're going to be given options starting this week until the craziness to the end of the month of really focusing in on where we're being guided and being courageous to jump that timeline into something that seems radical. And that could be literally just picking up and moving cross country, moving to Hawaii tomorrow. Who knows? I might be 6 hours behind you guys in a couple of weeks. I don't know. But yeah, so it's interesting. So I think that the message for Leos this week is to really hone in on the guidance that you're getting in your Leo heart, and really just leading with your heart this week and taking that energy and moving forward with it. Okay. So yeah, simple, but not always the easiest to do, right? All right. So now we'll move on to Virgos. Woohoo! Virgo. Okay, Virgo's in the house. All right. Oh, you have the 2 of Cups. So there's a kindred spirit around you, or that you know about. The 2 of Cups is all about a reciprocal, beneficial, mutual relationship that could be in business. But when it's typically a Cups, the 2 of Cups, it's going to involve emotion. So most likely it has to do with love, which is great. So I think what the angels are really saying this week for you Virgos is to don't give up on real true love, and don't settle for love that just seems to be fitting the bill, but really focus in on what makes your heart sing and what makes you feel jazzed to be in that person's presence. I think that's there's a lot of stuff going on with astrology, and so that could also be, getting rid of the relationships that no longer serve you. Okay, Libras, woohoo! We have the Knight of Gabriel. What's going on? Okay, so interesting. So this is all about Libras. It's time for you to take action this week. It's time for you've been being nudged by spirit to go do something, start a project or something like that. It's time for you to take action. The biggest thing that people don't realize they need to do when they're trying to manifest something is they have to take action. And there's a ton of stuff out there that 99% people don't make it to the 100%. They give up right when it's getting rough, and then they start over with a brand new idea. You have to push through that. You have to trust. And you know what? If this says like something like you're starting a project or you're launching a course online or something like that, and you don't get business for a few months, you just keep going. Just keep going, because if you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams style, everybody. Boom. How about that blast from the past? Yeah. Okay, Scorpios. What's going on, my Scorpios? Okay. All right. So interesting, Scorpio. I feel like you have a decision to make this week, and it's a mental thing that's been on your mind, but the universe is saying that you have to move forward in this and make a decision and find a compromise, because you've been vacillating. If you don't make the decision this week, you're going to be vacillating too much. And then you're going to be kind of overthinking things and second guessing yourself. So that's a pretty clear message. I don't think it needs any more explanation than that. I think it's pretty clear that you have a decision to make. So it could be love, business, whatever. You need to make it. It's time. Stop towing the line and make a decision. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So again, we have the 7 of Cups. So this is awesome. This is all about Sagittarius. You need to make a decision because you have too many options going on. You're getting caught up in being, which cup you want. Pick. You've got to make a decision this week and take action. And it's also, this card is all about detoxifying, Sagittarius. So I really feel that you need to detox your thoughts and detox negative things. Everybody listening tonight or even after the show, after the fact, make sure that you're cleansing your space this week and you are saging or burning candles for purity. There's a lot of crazy energy going on, and it's easy to get swept into old comfortable patterns when spirit is telling us it's finally time for us to move forward. We have to start moving forward. Yes, we have to listen to our heart, because we have whatever sign we are, that's truly telling us something, right? So, yeah. Can't wait until Gemini comes up. Oh, I did Gemini. Is that what you mean? Okay, so now we'll move on to Capricorn. What's on my Cappies? What's going on? Okay. So you guys, while I'm shuffling, so I started another YouTube channel, and I'm reposting all of my pick a card readings, and I'm literally doing it every day because I want to see and test the algorithm. You guys know how this has been driving me crazy, so I'm like, I'm going to do an experiment. And if that channel explodes, I'm seriously I can't wait to share that with you guys. I mean, I'm sure within 30 days, because I have 30 videos to post and repost those because they're just getting buried in all the algorithm. And there's some really good information in those pick a card readings. And so I'm not going to tell you what the channel is. I'm going to wait and just give it the test run, because I don't want anybody to I just wanted to see what the universe is going to do with it. But I'm actually super excited to do that. So now I have that, starting my music channel and then this channel. So, why not? And now I'm thriving over on TikTok too. Okay. All right. So we had, so for Sagittarius, that was like a really long-winded shuffling thing I did for you. But what I have for you is the Knight of Michael, and this is the Knight of Swords. So you have to take swift action now. It's time for you to move forward, whatever it is. And I'm sorry, I meant Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Knight of Michael, which is also the Knight of Swords, okay? It's time for you to take action, choose logic over emotion, and because there's some sudden changes. And the thing about the Knight of Swords is there's literally no grass growing under his feet. You know what I mean? He's moving so quick. He's not even making an impression on the earth. He's literally just like hovering over the earth, moving super fast. So, so Capricorn, it's time for you to take action. It's interesting. That seems to be the common theme, taking action. Like I said, the beginning of reading for the collective, it's all about really stepping into that power of the king and the queen, putting the crown on yourself, not waiting for someone to crown you, but you do it. Okay. So interesting how that theme is really predominant right now. So now we'll move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. All right, Aquarius. Okay, cool. So we have the Seven of Wands for you. And it's all about having confidence and standing up for what you believe. And check this out. She's literally on the Pegasus. She's owning her confidence, owning her power. There's storms behind her, but she sees the storms as beautiful and as rainbows, so she can move forward. She knows what to do, she or he, but she's a she in the picture. So come on, you guys. But yeah, it's all about claiming personal power this week, Aquarius. Okay, I mean, obviously there's a lot of the sun's moving into Aquarius this week, so that'll be interesting. Happy early birthday to all my Aquarius. Should be great for you. And so I feel like that's the only message, is to just keep moving forward and own your confidence. You know, get into that Leo energy. Go listen to the Leo reading, Aquarius. Use your heart this week. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces also has Two of Swords, the Two of Michael, which is Archangel Michael, but it's all about making a decision. Stop towing the line this week, Pisces. What are you going to do? You got to move in or out. Let's get cracking. You know, you can't sit and vacillate too much. You have to find a compromise this week and make a decision on something you've been vacillating on. It's time for you to draw the line in the sand. That's what I have for my Pisces. Woo! Yum. Okay. I love water. All right. So let me just check my phone really fast. Cool. All right, Bill, I've got you. I've got Nikki. I've got Retta. Yeah, it is looking that everyone has to take action on what's going on this week, right? And also in your own personal space. So don't take action with crowds. Take action to move your life forward. That's the key message, okay? I hope that is the only thing you take away from tonight that you can remember, is make sure you're taking action to move your own life forward. Yeah. Okay. All right, Bill. You can go first tonight. I won't make you always wait to the last. All right, Bill, let's see what's going on. Mr. Scorpio said you need to make a decision. This says take the next step now. That's what you have going on with this week. That's what the theme is. Okay, so that's interesting. Use these cards. That's hilarious. I love it. That's the one thing I love about coming into Aquarius season is most people's, but my thoughts are just like so direct. And, you know, I mean, some live shows, I'm all around the mulberry bush describing things. I just feel the messages are just like boom, boom, boom. They're just channeling super fast right now. Okay, let's see what your challenge is if you don't take the next step. All right, so so interesting. I have the Page of Cups for you, and it says an emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So it's all about, this is also extending an apology or getting an apology, or extending an emotional olive branch, if you will. And so if you have to take action, I think that there's something emotionally going on with you that you need to take action on, that you've been sitting there vacillating way too long on, because there's 2 messages on that for my Scorpios, because you are Scorpio. And also take the next step now, okay? A butterfly cannot stay in its cocoon forever. It has to finally start breaking out and see the world, okay? I have a feeling this has to do with love. Love, love, love. I love you, Bill. Okay, let's see what the overall message is for you. Okay, so we have divine order. So this is great. So the archangels are saying that you are divinely protected in this decision that you're making this week, that you're moving forward to do this emotional offering to somebody, and that you're protected. And if you look at the scales, they're balanced out. Okay, you may feel really kind of like, this is making me feel really vulnerable, or this is making me feel completely disconnected. It's going to balance out for you. Again, the root chakra and the throat chakra. Okay, fire and water. That is like, I'm loving the colors. Yes. So it just says, it's like, also the message I'm getting is to look past the illusion that you think of what things need to be looking like, but follow your heart and your intuition. You know that you need to do this, and you just need to kind of just buck up and do it. So I'm not sure what that is exactly, but I'll pull an overall message to see what that could be. Oh, Retta, that's awesome. Okay. So interesting. So I had a couple of them pulled out, so I'll pull the first 2. So the first one that popped out was Mother Earth, which is you stepping into your motherly energy, which you're so awesome at being a mother to everybody, and taking care of the people around you. I mean, Scorpio is like, either you're in or you're out, and you are a Scorpio that you embrace the people around you, and it's beautiful to see that and to be a part of it. Thank you. So it says, this card is saying, I just love this card. She has the world in her hands, and it's saying you're called to help environmentalism this week. So take that how it resonates. That could be, really just getting grounded back in your energy if you're feeling a little out of balance with the divine order, with the angels having your back and guiding you through this next step. Whatever this is, it's making you grow, and it's helping you plant your feet more firm in the ground, and firmlier, however you want to take it. And it's almost like, I almost just imagine your feet growing roots to the center of the earth and feeling super grounded this week. And I know it's not really like the best time to go barefoot, but if you can get a little barefoot time with the earth this week, I think it's really going to benefit you with all the electricity from the earth. It's really going to just make you feel empowered again, and really step into this, this well-being of, this is where you need to go. This is what you need to do. You're clear because you feel like you have that firm foundation. Then the great thing is I have, after all of this, the prosperity card. Check it out. Check out that cornucopia of all those beautiful gifts coming out with ease and grace. I love it. And it's all about being open to receiving, because the universe wants to bring these gifts to you, but the universe is asking you to get grounded and to have the courage to take the next step forward, whatever this is. That's right, Retta. Retta, you're just awesome. She said in the chat, always remember to follow your heart. Don't do a logic override this week. It will not benefit you. You have to do the things that make you feel good. Okay. It's funny. I'm totally just like, I had coffee earlier with with blueberry, lavender, almond milk. It was really good. And now I'm so thirsty from the caffeine, and I just had a little pop-up on my phone that says, have you drank all your water today? I'm like, I'm working on it. Okay, so Nikki, woohoo, Nikki. All right, let me shuffle the cards to get the energy out. So it's not Bill's energy, but your energy. Just kind of slap it around. Slap it. Okay. All right, Nikki. Ah, yes. There's a windfall of abundance coming in for you this week. This is amazing. Whether it's new opportunity, signing contracts, feeling grounded and secure, and opening up that avenue of receiving and having the balance between receiving and giving is really, that's where you are this week. That's awesome. Let's see if there's any challenges for that, just to make sure you don't accidentally block your windfall of abundance. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So divine guidance. So you're divinely guided. This is the Hierophant. This is all about surrounding yourself with wise teachers and spiritual people, because you're being guided into a spiritual path. And I think that this windfall, by having the trust, that having 100% faith, blind faith, is really going to bring it in. So you may come up to some roadblocks this week with some little bumps in the road. Specifically with the Hierophant, it's all about traditional marriage. It's traditional everything. And it's also a spiritual calling, okay? Because it's spiritual, it's marriage. It's all about committing to your faith and having faith that you are definitely on the right path. So if anything comes up in your path this week that makes you doubt that the timing's off or anything like that, you just need to go back to your roots and have that knowledge of that you are on the right path. And this windfall, and it can also give you a windfall of emotion too. We don't know, like a love offer or something like that. So let's see. This card wants to come out. Actually, a lot of them want to come out. Prosperity. So this also is another prosperity card. Interesting how Bill had the prosperity card. You have it. They both have cornucopias of all this gift. And it's all about giving and receiving, because we innately always want to give, but receiving is a lot harder. So I think that that's where you need to receive the gift of the universe with this windfall of abundance that's coming in, because it says no matter what, with your intuition, what I'm hearing with your intuition, you know that your needs are always taken care of. And with that trust and that faith, you're bringing in more of it. You're literally like becoming a magnet to abundance this week. That is very exciting. That is really cool. So let's see what the overall message is. There's 2 cards that want to come out. Actually, 3. Okay, so interesting. First of all, I just want to point out these cards are all green and blue. So this is all about communication and heart. Okay, so the first one that came out is quiet time. Okay, taking time out for yourself, whether it's taking a nap in the middle of the afternoon during a busy work day. You just know you need to reset. Because when you're feeling overwhelmed, especially this windfall of all this stuff coming at you at once, you may feel overwhelmed. So just take a nap and reset your energy. And right behind it is to go outside and spend time with Earth, right? This outside card, I love it how there's a similar readings. It says you've been indoors too long. Now I know that you let your dogs out all the time, but I think you need to spend a little bit more time to get some fresh air and get some healthy oxygen from outside and also with plants. Okay. And then the final message is, I love this, is Bridget. It's don't back down. And it says, I love this card because it's all about like, this is like almost like being like the high priestess. And it says, stand up for what you believe is right. Okay. If something doesn't feel right this week, you've got to stand up for it, especially since there's a whole bunch of windfall of abundance backing this up to happen for you. You need to make sure you're drawing the boundaries, because if you're not drawing boundaries and what you think is healthy for you, you don't have to explain why it's not healthy. You just have to do what's healthy for you and go with that. Because remember, this week's energy is all about leading with your heart, doing things that make you feel good, and keeping yourself in that energy where you're not worried about the outside world. You're worried about your internal world and the people you surround yourself with, because that's what's going to get you through the next couple of weeks of craziness with the astrology going on. Okay. So I love this because this actually, it's so, if you can see, it's literally a flame that she has in her hand. And I can't tell if she's holding it with, I don't know, like an acorn shell, in the middle of an acorn shell, but it's all about the inner fire and you standing in that strength and that Leo energy, right? And again, this is all about communication and heart. You have literally, these are all 3 different colors, but it's all the color scheme of blue and green, light blue and greens. Pretty cool. I love that. Ooh, girl. You know what song I just thought about is Tom Petty, I Won't Back Down. I think that's your theme song this week. Let's see. You dreamed of your nanny who passed away, and she was trying to give you a message to give her kids. Huh. Wow. That's pretty cool. You know what a good thing to do, you guys, obviously, is to have a dream journal by your bed, or just a journal. It doesn't have to be something fancy. It could be just a spiral notebook. But before you go to sleep, if you do any kind of self-hypnosis or anything like that, before you go to sleep, put your intention out there to go into that room with that person to get those messages. You're welcome, Nikki. Love you, girl. But it's always good to get the messages and say, these are the messages I'm seeking, or this is who I want to get the information from, because we don't realize this, but we actually, there are classrooms up there on the 5D that we can go up there and learn things. We just have to put the attention out there before we go to sleep. Okay. So if anyone's done any hypnosis, you know what I'm talking about. It's super awesome. Or any past life regressions. Very cool. All right. Retta, let me pull, I'm just going to pull general message for you and see what comes out in the cards tonight. And if you haven't chimed in the chat and introduced yourself, let me know you're here. I see people, I see the numbers. Okay. So support. So you're being divinely supported this week, Retta. And it's all about, you have all the support around you to move forward. And look how beautiful this butterfly is. Like, this is a really unique butterfly. And it's all about, look at that beautiful violet, almost like fur on the wings, right? And popping with the yellow daisy, you are on the right path. Whatever it is, you're supported. You have what it takes to move forward. So let's see if you have any challenges, just to make sure that you don't feel shaky on the support you have this week, whether it's within yourself or your surroundings. So, okay, so I have the 5 of Pentacles. So interesting. This is very hand in hand. It says you don't need to go through the challenges by yourself right now. It says help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So you need to watch your thoughts this week. 100%. Okay. If you need to reach out to somebody, you have the support you need to move forward. Okay. You don't have to be sitting out there by yourself feeling that this, whatever change, I feel like there's a change going on, that you don't have any support, because it's not true. So you need to make sure you watch your thoughts. Any negativity this week. Okay. All right. And then overall, we have sensitivity. Oh, it says you're extra sensitive right now, but there's healing energies around you to help your healing heart. Only you will know what this is. I don't know if it has to do with your health or not, but maybe it does. It could just be your emotional well-being too, or your spiritual well-being, you know? But I feel like music's really important for you this week, to listen to uplifting music all the time in the background. You know, listen to the Indian music or the hang drum music or any kind of meditation music. Sometimes I put an 8-hour one on when I know I'm just kind of running around my apartment doing stuff, or I put it on the background as soon as I get up in the morning. So it just changes the vibe and cleanses out any kind of negativity. So I feel like that'd be really good for you this week. So let me get an overall message for you. Okay, so this card wants to come out. Okay, so we have Medicine Woman. So you're actually a really good manifester, and you need to pull this energy. Use your sensitive emotions and don't let people tell you that you're being too sensitive, because ultimately being sensitive is your intuition, okay? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's good. That means you have the support you need around you, and it says this is a divine healing power. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I'm sending you love and light, girl. Yeah, there's divine intervention is happening. So you need to, if you watch the movie The Secret, there's a woman on there who has cancer, and she said that basically what she did is she just watched funny movies, like old movies, anything to make her laugh all day long, and it eradicated it. Okay? I'm not saying it's true or not true, but I'm saying it's always good. We all know the power of positive thoughts. So maybe I would really focus on things that make you laugh this week. Like if it's like watching improv comedy or watching an old, I don't know, like Audrey Hepburn, American in Paris or something like that, where it's going to make you laugh and kind of shake the energy out of this heaviness that's going on around you. I definitely think for you this week, you need to really shield yourself from the negativity, because if you start to absorb it, you're going to manifest it. Oh, that's so cool. Like Cary Grant and all of that. Love it. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Just know you're not alone. You have the support system, and your angels were always, the Golden Girls. Yes, that's awesome. I love it. Cool. Okay, I'm going to do an overall message for everybody in the collective, and then I'm going to hop offline because I actually am just kind of drained today. Did my hands just light up? They kind of feel like they're on fire right now. What'd you do? They do. I can feel the energy. They're almost like, my palms are almost kind of sweaty. Okay. So the overall message is interesting. Self-employment. Okay. This is interesting why this card came out for the collective. I think the message here is to focus on things that are going to move you forward. And if it's a side project, move on it. Take action. Use your heart chakra. Do some journaling, ask your guides for guidance and how you can be a help to people in the world and shine your light, and also be helped as well. And so this is literally all about, you guys, now is the time to start setting up multiple streams of income. This is not a joke. You can't just have one stream of income anymore. I think we all learned that lesson last year. So you just got to keep trying things this year and keep at it. Keep going through, push through any kind of fear or anything that's keeping you, making you feel that you can't move forward. And really just focus on that. So that's interesting. It's all in alignment with everything. Okay. Oh, I love it. This is my favorite card. The end of an era is done, you guys. We're moving forward. We all feel this. We all know that the dimensions have changed. Don't you feel like nothing's normal anymore? We're not going back to how it was. It's changed. The concept of time has changed. Interesting. And then right behind it is the new career card. So this is the angels telling you at least get two streams of income coming in. Build that second one, whether it's on social media, on TikTok, on a YouTube channel, doing side projects like housework or anything like that. Get that second thing of income coming in. You're going to need the support, and it takes the stress off your primary income because then you're not putting all the energy on it and stifling it, right? So yeah, the end of an era. And look, getting grounded. Look, you guys, it's literally blending into my plant back there. The red. Yes, the next chapter. Actually, this is the next book. I think it's the next book. Yeah, I'm totally down with that. Woo. Very, very cool. So yeah, I hope that you guys like the readings tonight. I feel like there's a lot of good messages. Go back and listen to them throughout the week of your personal messages, because I guarantee you're going to hear something you didn't hear tonight. I would give it a couple days and then go back and listen to it. And you'll have to scrub through the video because I don't really post like whose reading I'm doing. That's only really for the people that are in the room on the live show. Even though it's posted, I just don't really highlight it, because I think people just go and skip to the star signs anyway, and then they bounce out. So I don't think anyone listens to the whole thing. But nevertheless, I think that the biggest message is to take care of yourself this week, and really just focus in on just things that make you feel good. Things that make you feel good, that make you laugh, things that make you go, Marky Mark style. It wasn't Marky Mark. Who sings that song? Oh, you're welcome, Retta. I truly appreciate that you come back. That's so cool. Oh, love you too, my friend. You can always reach out. I'm always here. You know where to find me. I'm glad that you're watching the movies. You got this. Remember, the mind is the most powerful thing that we own. We don't own it, but you know what I mean, that we have. So I want everybody to really just focus in on taking care of their well-being this week. If people start freaking out around you, remove yourself from that energy as much as you can, because you don't want to absorb it. You want to just make sure you're protecting your chakras and your foundation, and always keeping rooted in the red energy. I would also maybe wear some red this week. Actually, I don't know if you should do that in the US. God, so dumb, but you know what I mean. Just balance your chakras. I would work on that. Focus in on rooting yourself down into the earth this week. Because we're all going to need it, and we're all here for each other. Sending love and light to all of you. I'm so glad you all came tonight, and I'll definitely we'll do a longer show next Monday. I'm just drained. It's been a rough day for me. So, but I do feel a lot more light coming online and spending time with you guys. Anyway, I hope you all have a great week, and you too, Retta, Bill, Nikki, have a great week, and I will catch you guys on the next wave. All right, take it easy. Have a good night. Bye.